If you're struggling to get on the property ladder, there is a cheat code that will give you 25% of your deposit for free. Now, I'm talking about a lifetime ISA. Now, this is by far one of the easiest ways you can grow a deposit in order to buy a house. So, how it works, you can put up to £4,000 into a ISA every tax year, and the government will give you 25% contribution towards whatever you put in up to £1,000. So, if you put £4,000 into a LISA, you'll get £1,000 from the government. And then the money that you deposit, along with the money that the government has deposited on your behalf, will also grow with interest. Because it's in an ISA account, you will get a better rate of interest than most standard savings accounts, which means you'll probably be getting a rate of interest that tracks ahead of inflation. Now, there are some restrictions to this. You've got to be between the ages of 18 and 39 to set up a LISA, and you must have had the account for at least 12 months before you purchase your first home, and it must be your first home, and it has to be under the value of £450,000. But even if you're already on the property ladder and you are under 40, I would strongly suggest maybe getting a LISA as a backup plan. I did the same just before I turned 40. And the reason why I've done it, I'm not actually going to be using a LISA as my primary way of saving for my retirement, but it is another method in which you can get a good chunk of money together for your retirement. So you can contribute to a LISA up until the age of 50, which means if you were a little bit behind maybe on your pension growing up, or you're a little bit behind on terms of stocks and shares, ISA investments, you could put some money into a LISA. The government will give you 25%, and you could build up a little bit of a pot over the next few years that you can then access when you're 60. But because the cutoff of setting one up is when you turn 40, I would suggest, even if you're not planning on using one, maybe just sticking £10 in one. So you've got the option there if you want to do it. I did that very thing. I stuck a tenner in a LISA just before I turned 40. The government gave me £2.50 almost straight away, and I still earn a little bit of interest on it, but I also know that that account is there if I ever want to use it in the future. Anyway, it's half time. England, Wales, and the Six Nations. Better get back to it. But one last thing, if you want to know more about investing, pensions, personal finance, saving, budgeting, you name it, click the follow button of this channel. It won't cost you anything, but you might learn something that will help you out in the future.